I wanted to take some time to answer some questions that I had about the footing inside of the garden area, and then also how we made the beds, and also how we did the trellising with the cattle panel. So the ground is gravel, it's compacted gravel, and then below that we have a layer of weed block, and that helps us not get weeds in the walkways. And then below that we have a layer of gopher mesh. So what we did is the entire garden area was covered before we even moved the boxes in, with both the mesh and the weed block. And then once we built the beds and put them in, we cut out the weed block and folded it up on the inside of the beds and stapled it to the inside. And that helped kind of protect the wood a little bit more. And then it also allowed the plants to grow through so they're not limited by the weed block in the bottom of the box. All of our boxes are either 12 inches deep or 18 inches deep. All of the boxes are made out of solid redwood, and then the irrigation was run before we put the boxes in, and it's run to each box and then comes up like this, and then we use flexible drip tubing, and each one has a valve. So like this box, you can see I've already removed everything to get ready for our fall planting, and I'm able to turn the valve off. Here's a closer look at where the cattle panel bends into the first box, and you can see they braced it right here with some screws and then they added these poles, 2 on each side, and zip tied them. Here you can also see there's a stake that keeps the top and the bottom of the box together so they don't separate. And then also here's the weed mesh that I talked about that we folded inside the box before we added the soil. Here you can see the dimensions and the layout of my boxes. I generally went with longer, narrower boxes for easier access.